What's going on, everybody? This is Durell with your motivational moment. Today, I'm going to talk about taking responsibility, right? And this is something that I think everybody should do, not just in the beginning of the year, but overall in every aspect of your life, of your walk, of your journey, right? Whatever you want to refer to it as, but I think everybody should take responsibility. The number one thing is remember the promise you made to yourself. There are these goals and these aspirations and these dreams and these visions that you have and your friend may have, or I've been talking about accountability partners for the past couple days. So yeah, you as an accountability partner to someone else, you're making sure they remember the promise that they made to themselves, that they have come into covenant with you about. So you want to make sure that they remember the promise that they made to themselves, and you can let everybody else down. Don't let yourself down. Because if you promised that you would do a certain thing, make sure you follow through and you do that, because you don't want to make a promise to yourself and not fulfill it. Then that makes it hard for you to fulfill your promises to other people that you've made. So you want to make sure you fulfill the promise that you made to yourself, and remember it, write it down, and so you can see it every day, much like this list that's behind me of stuff that they want to do. Write it down so you can see it every day, right? And then take ownership is the next part, right? You want to take ownership of it because that's something that was given to you. Either somebody charged you with it, or somebody believes that you can do it and you also believe you can do it, or something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, right? Take ownership of that. So you want to be able to be like, you know what? I can do this. This may take me longer than what I think. I think it's going to take me a week. It ends up taking me 2 weeks. I think it's going to take me a year. It ends up taking me a year and a half. It doesn't matter. You need to take ownership of it and chip away at it every day. Keep chipping away, keep chipping away, keep chipping away. There's an old phrase, the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So it's going to take some time, but one bite at a time is not going anywhere. So just keep chipping away at the mountain. How do you move a mountain? One rock at a time. So crazy analogy, but you get what I mean, right? And then the other thing is, as you are doing these things in lieu of all of this, in lieu of you taking ownership of it and you remembering the promise, you are also building your reputation, because that is important. So if you say you're going to do something, do it. You're building your reputation, because that will precede you. Your name will enter a room before you even get to the building. Right? When people hear, oh, well, Durell's coming, well, they know I'm bringing energy. They know I'm bringing positivity. They know I'm bringing laughter. They know I'm bringing a little bit of heat, because I'm going to make sure everybody has what they need and everybody has done what they needed to do, because I will want them to do the same thing for me. There are some areas where I am not as disciplined as I should be, and I have people who are in my life both now and have been for a long time who actually put my feet to the fire and be like, hey, Durell, you said you were going to do X, Y, Z. You haven't done that yet. So explain to me why, and it better be a good reason. And if it's not, then I'm coming for you. So you need people like that. You need people who smack you upside the head every now and then and be like, look, man, you're dragging your feet, and there's no reason for you to do that. So you want to make sure you get people who do it out of love and do it out of because they genuinely care, right? And these are people who help you take responsibility, right? And you want to be able to do that. You want to be able to know that they're not coming at you because they don't think you can do it or they're doubting you, but they actually see it. I talk to a friend of mine all the time, and I say that, you remember to walk in power. I talk about that all the time. Walk in power, command the air in the room, control the things you can control, and you know what you want to do. So you get to get out there and do it. And the fact that you accomplish these goals that you set for yourself is something that is very rewarding to you. And never mind how everybody else feels about it, because it doesn't really matter, because it's your goal and you accomplished it. If your goal is to drink water for the rest of this month, and you drink water for the rest of this month, and to other people that's not a big deal, but to you it is. Or if your goal is to not drink a soda this week, and you don't do it for since today's Friday, next week don't drink a soda next week at all. That's a small goal to someone else, but a big goal to you, because you drink one every day. So if you go a whole week without drinking one, that's a small victory. That's an accomplishment that you have reached. So that's something that you want to make sure you get done. So, but that's your motivational moment for today, man. Take responsibility, and it's always act in love and do the right thing because it needs to be done. This is Durell with your motivational moment. Y'all take care.